Welcome back, Wogglers. Today we're going to be talking about a list view in Zoho CRM. So, earlier in a video we talked about the record view where you're looking at one single record at a time. This time we're going to be looking at a list of records. So each of the different module types has its own list view. Let's use accounts for today. So this is the list view. When you first click on the accounts, it will show you a list of all of your accounts. Now, there's a couple of different things you can do on this view. We'll start from left and work our way over to right. So usually the filter is on, but if you look at the top left here, you can see the little filter button. You can turn that off if your recording thing isn't in the way. There you go. That's better. So you can turn the filter off if you don't want to see it, and it just gives you kind of a wider view of all of your lists. But you can also turn it on if you want to do some filtering on the list view that you're looking at. We'll go in depth into the filters later. Right next to that filter, toggle on and off, is where it says all accounts. Now these are your custom views. This is basically just a different way that you can group pre-filtered lists together. So, for example, we can look at all of our accounts, which is an unfiltered list of every single account record that you have in your CRM, or you can look at my accounts, just the ones that you owned, recently created accounts. You can also create your own custom views, which will be our next video, so stick around. All right, so then moving along here, you have all of your different columns, and if you wanted to add a column, so say, for example, you've got the account name, phone number, website, and the owner, but you also want to see what industry at a glance for all of your lists. You click this little Manage Columns icon on the far right. Manage those columns. Let's search for industry. Check that box and click Save. Now in our list view, as you can see over here on the right, all of the industry fields for all of your accounts are filled out and you can see them. So that's pretty handy dandy when you're just looking at large lists. Some of the other things that you have available to you here on your list view is you have this drop down where you can see it looks like a bulleted list of rows. You have a lot of different ways that you can look at all of your list views. You've got your regular list, you've got your Kanban. So if you were to open up your Kanban, the first thing that's going to happen is if you have not made one already, it's going to walk you through making your Kanban view. Now real quick, we're going to switch over to deals and look at the Kanban view here because there's a pre-made Kanban view for you based off of the stage of your deals. So here you can see the columns themselves are all of the stages, and you can see which of your deals are in which stages. So that's very helpful. We're going to jump back over to accounts real quick. Then you've got your customized view. You've got your canvas, which just kind of gives you a prettier look. The rows are larger. You've got your tile view, where it's in a tile, and you've got your table view. My personal favorite is the list view, so we're going to stick there. All right, and then you've got your big blue Create Account button, where you can create new records. You also, on the drop down next to it, can import your accounts. And then you've got your Actions button. So here is all of your mass actions that you can do on this list view page. You can mass transfer ownership, you can mass delete, you can mass update, you can manage your tags if you use tags, you can set assignment rules going. Drafts is something that has to do with wizards, which we'll talk about later when we do a video on wizards. We can deduplicate accounts here, create a client script, which is again, that's advanced, so we'll get to that later. You can export your accounts, Zoho Sheet View and Print View. So those are kind of your big action items. One other thing that I want to point out here is we've got your per page list amount allotment. So we've got it set to 10 and it defaults to 10, but you can also, if you want to see 100 at a time, you can click to 100 or anywhere in between. So there you go. That's pretty much it for the list view. I hope you're having a great day. See you next time. Woggle woggle.